What's happening, traders? Welcome to another video. It's Emmanuel from LiveFree, and today we're going to be going over a trading video of me taking a $4,800 loss in 30 minutes. It's a little hard for me to comprehend, but yes, it did happen. This was during CPI, and this session was taken from our private community live trading room. This is essentially a place where traders can come in, they can see me trade, they can see my overall process, me win and me lose. And here at LiveFree, we don't shy away from any of it. You know, we put it out there just so we can all learn and we can grow and become the best possible trader. And that's one of the things that you're going to be seeing in today's clip. Without further ado, let's waste no time. Let's jump right into it. So one of the things I'm looking at today as I come into the market is what happened during the London session. And what we can see clearly is that the London session was clearly bullish, right? And price moved up around 170 pips during the London session. It doesn't mean we're going to be getting that same type of movement in the New York session. I would anticipate something decent. Hopefully, I have no expectation, but in terms of getting the market set up right now, I'm going over here. Let's go. This is the London low, because you want to look for the London low between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. or like during that mark. I'd say 2 a.m. to like 5 a.m. You're likely going to find it. If you show up to the New York session and price is above, you know, that means that the bias for the day could likely be bullish, right? So right now, of course, anything can happen. But one of the things that we do have right now in gold on the 15-minute time frame is accumulation, right? We have price accumulating here, accumulating here, and this accumulation is what caused the major distribution that we saw during the London session, and we haven't had a retest back into the zone. This could be an opportunity for New York traders to get into the market and, you know, find that opportunity. So going over to, it's Wednesday, we have a lot of news happening today. We have CPI coming out at 8:30. We have core retail sales coming out today at 8:30. And if price is going to start taking out the highs, then we can look to get involved. It looks like it's doing that. We're seeing some strong bullish momentum here. I'm going to get involved in the buy, guys. So we're seeing the bounce, and I'm in a buy officially. So my stop loss is going to be just right around 38 pips. We're seeing strong, and prices switched from, you know, making low lows, low highs, and now we're starting to see the strength in its overall momentum. So right now we'll buy. I bought at 23.6366. Right, so I got involved in this trade. Right now I went in with 10 standard lots. I'm placing my stop loss right at 23.59. 23.59. This is going to be the first trade. We're seeing price essentially, you know, the market traded beautifully into the zone. I personally would have loved to see a little bit more, but in case price doesn't want to trade back into the zone, I am getting involved a little bit earlier now. But ideally, you know, I would have loved for price to do its thing. But right now, what we're seeing is a change in its overall market structure. We were trending lower for quite some time, and price was making low lows and low highs, low lows and low highs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're seeing is, you know, a little bit of that switch. Of course, when you take a trade, you want to look at your potential target areas of interest and what you're going to be reaching for. For me, right now, this high is going to be a good area of interest, which is 23.66. This level here, if the market does reach for that, cool. If the market does decide that it wants to trade further back in here, you know, that's okay. I'm going to watch a little bit and see if I can get another opportunity. We have the London low, which is right here. So the London low is also giving me an extreme amount of confidence that more buyers are going to come in. At the end of the day, guys, you don't know, right? We don't know. You have to manage yourself. You have to manage your risk. Buyers are struggling. That is what I notice right now. I would ideally not like to get stopped out on this trade before the news. I would like to get stopped out by the news if I do get stopped out, because I don't want to execute a trade, you know, when the news is coming out. When the news comes out, that's going to be great. If we get stopped out by the news, that's fine. That would be the best case. The news can also be our advantage, right? It can bring in the liquidity that price is looking for in order to move price to move higher. I think there's, with the way prices is moving right now, I think that it might want to reach for this low right there. And if it reached for this low, I feel like there is an interest to reach lower, but it's okay. We executed the trade based on the setup, and right now we're still in it. In mind, we had a setup that we were looking for, and we've executed the setup. And now if the news comes out and stops us out, that's okay. We're gonna watch and see, let the dust settle, see what price wants to do, and then, you know, just kind of like go from there. So we got about a couple more minutes. We're seeing price do its thing. It's looking like it wants to trade lower. If the market takes out this low, we're likely, you know, then this trade means that we can. So we've been stopped out here, and the news hasn't even come out yet. But this is still such a sensitive level. We may miss the opportunity if price comes and shoots up, but I can't get involved in the trade right now until we get another push to the upside. So in terms of like the first execution here, it didn't play out. The news is coming out in 1 minute. And for me, you know, that's not one that I can just easily say, hey, you know what, I'm going to be getting involved in, simply because, you know, it's just, it would be too much. It would be too much. So I would rather wait for the dust to settle. This is still a sensitive level. This is still a great level. I need the news. We're probably going to be looking for another trade after the news has shown what it wants to do. But look at that. You see that? That's essentially it, man. Don't piss me off right now. Don't piss me off right now. This is just some nonsense. This is just some freaking nonsense. This is some nonsense. Can you guys believe that? Wow. I just freaking knew. Like, this level, it's a sensitive level. And right now, it's like, damn. Shit. What a lovely. Look at that, man. Look at that. And that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you found the video insightful. As you can see there, it was a tough loss to take because I had anticipated the move, but price essentially just stopped me out right before it moved in my direction. And when that happens, it is just one of the most frustrating things because it could have easily been a $10,000 to $14,000 day for me, but it ended up being a loss. And sometimes you got to deal with that. That's trading. You know, you come to the market and you have good expectations and it just doesn't play out. So it's important to focus on your emotional regulation and just being able to manage yourself. Also, sorry about the audio. I didn't want to cherry pick the clip because the recording version of it was a little bit louder. So there were points where my voice, you know, was drowned out, and I contemplated posting it, but I figured, you know what? It's still a lesson. There's a lesson there for those of you who watched up to the very end. So, you know, just wanted to apologize about the audio. But yes, guys, this is it. If you want to learn more about the LiveFree FX private community, because this is where I'm in there live every single week, trading with the members and just showing them, you know, my overall process, answering questions. You can check the link down below and become a member today. Thank you guys for watching. As always, hope you guys are out there living free. God bless.